Hi everyone, it's Don from Don's Family Vacation. Today I'm going to give you 10 money saving tips, and I'm going to throw in one more at the end as well. So let's make it 11. 11 money saving tips for your next cruise or your first cruise, or just some hacks that'll help you save a little bit. Maybe you can actually do more cruising because of them. And we're going to talk about it right after this. Number one, my first money saving tip is, and a lot of people will say, well, this is kind of self-promotion, Don, you're an agent. Of course you're going to say this. But here's my suggestion. Yes, use a travel agent because, for instance, myself, I have 8 websites that I can search for a Carnival cruise. I don't just have to look on Carnival. I have other websites at my disposal that the ordinary person doesn't. And here's what I suggest to everybody. Look online. Find your cruise that you want to take and find how much it'll cost you. Then contact an agent. Tell them this is the price I have, and if the agent can at least match it, you're still going to get a lot of benefits from using an agent. So you're not going to pay any extra for using the agent because it's the cruise lines that pay them. So what you see on the cruise line's website and the agent quotes the same price, that's the price it's going to be, no extra charge to you. The difference is, so say you're booking now, we're going to go on a January 2019 cruise, so about a year and a couple months in the future. Are you going to check the cruise line's website every week to find out if there's a deal going on and you're going to save some money? No, but guess what? The agent does. The agent logs on the sites every single week, if not daily, to see if anything's being announced and anything's can cost you some saving some money. So what you cost, if he notices, oh, you know what, here's a deal from your state or your province that's going to give you an extra $50 a person off, he will make the changes. And then he'll email you and say, look, I got the exact same thing, but you're saving $100. You won't get that if you're booking it by yourself. More people lose out money that way by not using an agent because they think an agent costs some money, and an agent should never cost you any extra money than the exact same price you get on the cruise's website. Number 2, you're looking for an ocean view cabin, and so that's what you search. Here's a little tip. Search for the inside stateroom first. Get the quote on the lowest price one that you can find. Continue on into the ordering process as if you were going to book it, and suddenly a little "would you like to upgrade" screen comes on, and you'll see balconies, ocean views, and upgraded inside staterooms. But quite often you can get an ocean view stateroom upgrade from the inside stateroom cheaper than if you book the ocean view directly. Sometimes $100 a person cheaper. So don't be afraid to investigate that as well. I know most of us travel agents will do that just to see if we can find you a better deal. So keep that in mind. Start off with the stateroom that you don't want just below the one you want and see what the upgrade cost would be. Then try looking at what the cost would be if you booked it directly. You just might see some savings there. Number 3, a lot of people who go on a group cruise or they're returning guests on cruises and they get onboard credits, or even an agency will offer onboard credits for booking through them. If this happens, if you don't use those onboard credits, you'll lose them completely. So here's a tip what you can do. You can use it in the casino if you want on the last day, or you can use that money to pay off the gratuities that they're going to charge to your room for staying on the cruise anyway, which is anywhere from $12 to $16 a day per person. So if you have $50 left over on onboard credits and you didn't really buy anything on the cruise and you have it, just put it towards your gratuities, because if you don't, you're just going to lose that $50, and every little bit helps when you're trying to save money. Number 4, I'm not saying for everybody, but for the majority of people out there, the non-alcoholic classic beverage package is the best deal out there. It covers water, soda, and specialty coffees. So that's pretty well what most of us drink on a daily basis. Now, when we're on vacation, sometimes we like to splurge and have a few drinks here and there and things like that. So price it out to yourself, the difference between the alcoholic package and the non-alcoholic package. If you're only going to have a glass of wine at night and maybe one drink, chances are the non-alcoholic package would be a better deal for you than the full-blown alcohol package, which can cost $80 to $90 a person. So keep that in mind as well. And buying 2 pops, a coffee, and a bottle of water a day will automatically cover usually the cost of what that non-alcoholic beverage package would be. Number 5, you're at a small port, you're not traveling around a 2.5-hour excursion out to the Mayan ruins or something in the Riviera Maya or in Cozumel, but you're staying close by into where the ship docks. So why not come back to the ship at lunch to eat? Because it's already included in the cost. So why have like 3 or 4 days out on an excursion and spend $100, $110 on lunch when you can just head back to the ship, get back on board in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, eat, and then head back out and do some more sightseeing. It's a great way to save some money because it's already paid for in the price of your cruise. Number 6, any luxury service like a spa service or any kind is much cheaper if you book it on a port day when everybody's off the ship, because the spas are looking for customers then. So they're less busy, a lot of prime time are ready and available. You can spend more time there. They don't rush you. So if you're looking for the best spa deals, make sure you do it on a port day. Number 7, I don't care if you cruise twice a year or once every 5 years. Whenever you take a cruise, join their members' services. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it's a great way to accumulate perks. Whether you go on a cruise, I know people who have been on one 7-day cruise and then go on that same cruise line 5 years later, only to find out they get a free bottle of champagne because they cruise for 7 days. If you don't sign up for that service, you're not going to get any of those perks. And they can add up quite fast. Being someone like myself who cruises a lot, I'm at the top level of a couple cruise lines out there, and if I was to pay for those items, I'd be paying $200 and $300 more a cruise for those items. I may not use them, but they're there and they're free. What the heck? Sign it up, register. They're going to send you a couple emails once in a while. You just delete them if you don't want to look at them, but those perks will add up, especially if you like to use the same cruise line over and over again. Number 8, unless it's included in the cost of your cruise, skip the internet packages. There's 2 reasons for this. One of the reasons is it's very expensive on board. Another reason is they may say, oh, you can get 250 minutes, but then there's also a data usage attached to that. So yeah, you can have 250 minutes, but you may only get 3 gigs of data or 5 gigs of data. And some people go online and they think they have 250 minutes and they start streaming a movie, and the next thing you know, they owe another $100 because they've gone over their usage. So keep that in mind. If you can avoid it at all, skip the internet. You're on a cruise. You don't need to surf the web. Just enjoy your cruise. Number 9, while it's okay to shop on board the cruise ships, especially window shop in the beginning, I would not buy anything on a cruise in the first half of your cruise because there's no real deals to be had. The closer you get to the end of the cruise, that's when you start seeing things marked off 40, 50, 60% because they're trying to make room for inventory that they've already ordered for the same display cases. So if they don't sell those items in the display cases, they got to store those items somewhere in the back rooms, and they don't want to do that. So they're ready to mark off, they're ready to mark down, and I've seen 80% off on the final day of a cruise, and I did see the exact same price at full price on the first day. So it does pay to wait, be patient, don't be one of those people who say, I gotta have it now, when if you wait 3 days, you could save 50%. Number 10, if you know that you're going to do these things anyway, so you know you're going to want to eat in some specialty dining, you know you're going to want to have a spa day, buy them in advance of your cruise instead of waiting until you're on board. you can save up to 25 to 30% sometimes by ordering in advance instead of waiting till you get on the ship. The longer you wait, chances are the prices are only going to go up. So if you can, book it early. And finally, number 11. A lot of people don't know this, but when they're looking for a cruise, they'll just say, I want to go on a cruise in February. And they'll punch February in as the month, and they'll look at the first cruise that comes up, and they'll look at that price. Well, believe it or not, cruise, the exact same itinerary, the exact same ship, the exact same port and cruise, from one week to the next, can be drastically different. For instance, I'm taking a Norwegian getaway cruise on December 3rd this year. December 3rd, the beginning starting price for me was around $1,000. The very next week, 1 week later, was $1,400. The exact same cruise, the exact same stateroom, the exact same number of stateroom. So if you're looking for a cruise and you have some flexibility of when you're going to trip, make sure you check all the different dates of the month you want to travel in, because you could save 40, 50% sometimes, depending on if you're getting close to a holiday or if kids are off school. So don't be afraid to search more than just the month. Check the dates of the month, because December can go up 80% the closer you get to New Year's and the closer you get to Christmas. So there you go. There's a quick 11 items that can save you quite a bit of money. If you happen to catch all of these at the same time, you would save an awful lot of money on a cruise. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more trip videos and more tip videos, please hit that subscribe button. And we're going to be doing some live vlogging soon and some live question and answers coming up in the new year. Because some people have been asking me lately, I've been getting a lot of emails. My health is getting much better. You can see my hair's growing back and everything. And that being said, I decided to go back with my agency again this month, and so I'll be starting up being able to book for people if anyone's looking for anything, or even if you just want some suggestions or some hints. Don't feel that if you contact me, I'm going to pressure you to book with me or anything like that. Ask anybody who's contacted me so far. No pressure whatsoever, no charges whatsoever. If you just have some questions, I'm going to answer them for you, and I get back pretty darn quick. So down below, I'm going to leave a link to my email address if you have any questions whatsoever. But like my first tip in this video suggested, check a price, find out what it's going to be, get yourself a ballpark, and then contact an agent like myself, because then you're going to know if you're getting a good deal or not. And if you're getting at least the exact same price the cruise line is going, at least you have that agent working on your behalf if things get lower in prices or if something happens. So again, until next time, I hope you have a safe and a great vacation.